Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I am back again with another Defender Ember project, and we are on day 21 of December, and this is I believe the 12th prompt, and this is Vintage Meets Modern. And so this is Defender Ember with Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. And this is my number 21, day 21 of Defender Ember. So welcome. Thank you for coming back and seeing what I do and how I do it. And what I'm going to show you today is a flip out. It's going to be a flip out. I will use it as a flip out. So my Vintage Meets Modern. My vintage is this envelope. So this is what is going to be the base of my project. It is one that opens. That's what will create the flip out, because I can put that on a page and then just flip it out. I'm only going to do one side. When I actually use it, I might do something on the other side. I don't know yet, but today I'm just going to do one side. So that is my vintage. Now, let me show you what my modern is. I have shown you this before, which is drywall tape, and this is self-adhesive, and it is kind of a cardstock, kind of a lightweight cardstock. It has a brown backing on it. And I've shown you this. I used this in the Polka Dot and Plaid prompt. So you can see that and how I use that in that prompt. And today I am going to use a different drywall tape, and that is this one. And this is my modern, because this is more of a plastic. It is also self-adhesive, but it doesn't have a backing. So I am not going to try to glue this, because even though this piece has been laying around for a while, it's still pretty sticky. So I'm just going to stick it on, and then, you know, the things that I stick on here will help hold it down. But this is my modern. My modern here meets vintage. Now, what I'm going to do first is I have inked this side of it, but it's inked more than I wanted it to be. I want it to be almost not there. So I may move this down some like this, so that it has some of the white. It will be some white and some distressed, because I didn't want it to be all distressed. I do want some white, and let me move it down just a bit more, and I'm gonna fasten it along the end, and it is sticky still. You can hear it, I think, when I pull it loose. Oh, that's two pieces on there. Never mind, we don't want that. No wonder it was, no wonder. I didn't know it was two pieces. Okay, so I do like the way this one looks better. So I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so this is my drywall tape. So this is the new sort. And this is a plastic, more plastic type. So that is what I'm going to put down here, just like that. And that's just going to be a background texture, as you can see. And I might take my ink and just go over it a little bit more. I will possibly ink around the envelope. I might not. It is already distressed. I used this to do this little distressing right here. But I had two pieces together and I didn't know it, so it's actually a little bit closer weave than this turns out to be. So then I have some Tim Holtz pieces that I'm going to add, and we'll show you how that's going to turn out. And I'll tell you the things I have as I go. So I'm going to start off. This is one of the portraits, which is also a modern thing, even though it's vintage, a vintage looking piece. It is because this I think came out last year, I think his portrait pieces did. So I'm going to back you up just a little bit more so you can see the whole envelope. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there. That is where that will go. But before I do that, I want to put this piece right here, which has some green in it, which will pick up the green stamps here. I want the stamps to show, so this was a good choice for this. I wanted them to show a little bit. I want this to come over just a little bit like that because I don't want there to be any gap right here. So I'm going to, I'm just going to go ahead and put that down, I think. That's just going to stick straight down. And we'll do it just like that. Yeah, that's just going to go straight down. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I think I'll ink around it a little bit. I'm not adding any ink to what's already on my sponge. I'm just using what is there because I don't want it to be very, very strongly inked. And this is a Tim Holtz piece. So I got these vintage, I got a whole set, a whole package of probably, I don't know, 40 something envelopes that were just envelopes from, this one is from the 1949. You can see the date right here. I'll show you that. 1949. And I've been using them. Some of them were Christmas related kind of things, and I put those in a Christmas journal that I am making at the moment that I'm not through with. And time is running nigh, getting nigh on that. So, okay, and then I'm just going to put this right here. Okay, I didn't put that over far enough. Put that over a little bit further because I don't want there to be a gap. Okay, so that's good. I'm not going to put her down yet. She is not going to go down. Well, I could put her down. Let me just go ahead and put her down. She's going to be a tuck spot. So I am just going to put some glue along the bottom of her. These portraits, if you're not familiar, they're rather sturdy. So I don't think I need to do anything else but just put this down on here just like that. Put that over just a little bit. Do that just like that. And this will be a tuck spot, just like that. So I'm not going to do it down the side, just across the bottom is all I want there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the sheetrock tape here. And this is Marvelous Things, and I keep every bit of scrap of these because this can go in a collage as texture for another collage, because basically what I'm doing on this envelope is collaging. And then I'm going to just put, this is going to be a simple, quick one. I'm just going to do some pieces, that piece, this piece, this piece. I've already worked this out. Like I said, I did before. I've already worked this one out as well, because I don't want to have to listen or watch a very long video if I can help it. I think I wanted that date to show, so I'm going to make sure that's moved over enough to do so. And I'm going to put that there. Let's just go ahead and put that down. And these are just going to go straight down. I'm not, I don't need to ink around these. I don't feel like I need to. I felt like I needed to on the other one because it was a lighter color going on a lighter color. So I felt like I needed to ink those down. Ink those. And this has is raised just a little bit, so I'm putting this right next to that. I'm letting it tell me where it should stop. And fortunately, I got it on there pretty straight. And then this one goes next, and I want to leave this date showing. It says January the 12th, 6 p.m., 1949, so I want that to show. And then I'm going to stick this piece down next. And this is just going to be a quick and easy flip out is what I'm going to be using it for. Using the flap of the envelope as the flip out. So see, I didn't have to, this is this tape is self-adhesive, so I did not have to ink it, or excuse me, glue it, because it's going to stick. Now, it may come back up. Some areas may come back up, and that's quite all right, because it won't come all the way up, because these pieces are going through the mesh to hold it down. So I'm going to stick that right there. So I've got this green here, these 3 greens. Then we have this sort of purpley color to go with this stamp. And she is not truly black and white. It's almost a little purplish tint to it. And I think that kind of blends in well. So that is my tag. This is basically my flip out. Now I've got these little bits. And that looks like a Tim Holtz, or very similar to a Tim Holtz. It is not. It came from Temu, and they call them from the kitchen up. So these, it comes in this little package, and these are little bits and pieces like the Tim Holtz numbers, but it has various different things on it. Some have writing, some have numbers, and they are very cool. Now, they are also transparent. And they are self-adhesive, so I don't need to take this white off. Normally I would cut this white off. I'm going to put this right down here, but I don't need to take that white off, because this is basically clear around there. See if I can get this off. I need my tool here. I got this off earlier and put it back on because I wasn't ready to use it. And I thought it would be easier to get off this time, but not so. Huh. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. You see, it does come off, but wow. I'm surprised it's that hard to get off, since it's already been off once. Huh. That is interesting. Wow. Okay, maybe this will do it. That is, maybe I put it on, I must have put it on the wrong side when I did. I bet I did. Okay, that's okay. I bet I put it on the wrong side, so now it's on the non-sticky side. But that's okay. I'll just glue it on. I'm going to trim off the white since I can't get the back off. There are no mistakes, no problems in crafting. You just roll with the flow and do the next thing if you come across a problem. So we're just going to glue this down, because that's what happened. I had taken this off because I thought it was see-through, but I couldn't remember if it had a backing on it. It does. It is self-adhesive. It is a transparent, translucent sort of thing, which is, it worked fine. It would do fine, as I normally do. I pre-planned this, so, and I put the backing back on, and it actually, I put it back on the wrong way, so it wouldn't come. It wasn't on the smooth side that I put it, so it didn't want to come back off. How about that? And there you go. Okay, so that is my project today. Quick and easy, simple. And this may be something that I again will use possibly in my journal, my steampunk journal. I'm not sure yet. But I wanted to use a lady on this one. I've used men on the others. Close my glue up. And I like the lady. She may be the secretary of an industry, because you know steampunk is the Industrial Revolution with a little magic, kind of, sort of. Okay, well, the little fantasy, I shouldn't say magic, but with a little fantasy. Okay, so that is my vintage envelope from 1949 meets my plastic drywall tape. So my vintage meets modern. And there you have it. And then, like I said, we'll put in something as a tag, whether it be that. This is another offcut from my book that I'm using to put the Diffember Ember in. That also would work. I actually like that being wider. I like this for the layering effect of it. The only thing is then if it's overlapping and I have that on a page, it would stick out, and it might or may not. Well, I could do it this way. It doesn't have to be that way. I could do it this way. No, this way's better, because I did over her shoulder a little bit, and so it's not going to go past that, and I only glued down to here, so it's going to have to stick out over on this side. So it may need to be, I could do this one also, so it may need to be something that is the same width or narrower than my tuck spot. So over here, like when I put this on the page, I'll show you in my book how that will work, and then you will know. So I'm going to put this on this. I'm not going to glue it in once again because I'm going to actually use this in a book. So let me find a paper clip. I have one right here. I have some rusted paper clips, which if I decided to clip something on in a book, I use a rusted paper clip. But how this will work, let me pull you back out a little bit, pull you up a little bit. How this will work is I would glue the flap to the back of the page like that, and then this would flip over. Then you would have this on the other side that you could then make that be a tuck spot. You could then also collage on that, and then that would be a flip out in your book. You could collage on this or whatever you wanted to, or if you wanted to leave, you know, the envelope intact as much as you can. So that, my friends, that is my vintage meets modern. That was quick and simple. Checking that one off for today. And that is what I have for day 21 of the Diffember Ember with Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much for my subscribers. I appreciate you all so very much. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing, and you can then get other videos from me. I appreciate you coming along. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.